Oh boy, I am just not gonna say anything. We're just gonna untap and play this Karn, and we'll see what happens to this little Egon over there. Hello and welcome, guys. We are here for match 3 with the list that you see on screen right here in front of you. Let's just pray and hope that we don't play against Tybalt's Trickery again, because if that happens, we might as well just concede as soon as we see the card Tybalt's Trickery. And if you want to see exactly how the match went last time we played against it, then you need to look no further than the last match that we played. Speaking of looking at previous matches, if you want to know more about this deck list and how we arrived at this particular confirmation of cards, then check out match 1. I will not be going over that here. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Let's jump straight into the match. Alrighty. Let's hop on in here. On the play. No? Dang. I was hoping that maybe we could make up for our lost luck of the fact that we were on the play against a deck that we couldn't beat last round. Clearly I was wrong. And this hand strikes to me as being a mulligan. We could top deck an untapped green source to play Grazer on one, but then we still don't have access to Titan. 3 Dryads is kind of a lot, and if we have to play Vesuva on turn 1 as literally a nothing land, and then pick it back up and do nothing until turn 3, that just doesn't feel good, so I'm gonna mulligan. And this is why we mulligan, ladies and gentlemen. This hand is far superior, so we'll certainly be keeping this. And it's between bottoming an extra land like the Gruul Turf or bottoming the Summoner's Pact. The good thing about the Gruul Turf is it guarantees that we have Titan mana. However, we may want to be able to pack for a Dryad or something, or even another Titan if we face against a discard spell. So I'm going to bottom the Turf here. It's a little risky, but I don't think it's too much. We play almost half of our deck as lands, if not exactly half. So there's an Inquisition. Probably taking our Grazer, I would have to assume. And they do take the Grazer. Hey! It's too easy being this good. Man, look at that. I'm just a beast. Get it? Cavern on Beast? Yeah? No? Okay. Pass it back. I mean, we still have to get a Titan into play, so... Fantastic that our opponent Inquisitioned a Grazer just for us to have turn 1 Grazer anyways. Double Grazers would not have been very good for this hand, and they do Inquisition away our Summoner's Pact. Let's hope there's no Thoughtseize incoming. Blood Crypt. Shocked. Okay, maybe this could be some kind of Shadow aggro deck. Of course, there's no Lurrus, which is a little bit surprising. We'll play our Garenbrig and pass it back. I want to clock with the Grazer for the meme of it, but I don't think it's a good plan, so... Oh, they're going to Fatal Push our Grazer anyways. I mean, they're not going to let us attack? Man. Just downright disrespectful. What if I wanted to attack with that 0-3? Blood Moon? Egon, God of Death. So this is one of the new Kaldheim cards. 3 mana for 6/6 Death Toucher. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice Egon and draw a card. Oh boy, I am just not gonna say anything. We're just gonna untap and play this Karn, and we'll see what happens to this little Egon over there. Don't want to show our opponent that we have the forest. Oh my goodness. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. You have no clue what has been done to you yet. 2 cards in your graveyard, you say? I'm sorry, did you say 2 cards in your graveyard? Boop. Pass. Literally 0 mana, exile target player's graveyard, kill their 2 mana god. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. I feel sorry for our opponent's Egon. He did nothing to deserve that. He? She? I don't know. They killed our Karn. And they played a Channeler. Okay. Well. This is a tale that we all know by this point. Primeval Titan. Into play. We're gonna always yield that one. We can't trigger Field here, sadly. But we can set up a Talari West, assuming our opponent doesn't play a Blood Moon on us. And I think that's probably going to be the best play. That's what I'm going to go for. Definitely not playing Talari West here. See if our opponent can deal with our Titan. Man, that Tormod's Crypt was just unfair. Karn is OP, guys. The Bone Crusher Giant, hard casted. Land. Cool. Transmute for Dryad, play it, attack, get Valakut bounce land. They block, take 3 down to 13. After having taken 2 Valakut triggers, so 6 damage, it puts them at 7. And then Valakut land, Vesuva copying Valakut for 2 more triggers, puts them to 1, and then Telarios puts them to dead. Okay. Oh, wait, no, we don't have an additional land drop. Wait, but we would have 2 land drops this turn, so we're good. Oh, and we actually do have a Telarios to play also, so. Valakut, Vesuva, bounce land. Save targets upstairs. Always yes. Always yield. Pick up the Vesuva. They block and go down to 7, and then land lethal. Or we can just immediately play out Valakut and kill them, as that is a little bit easier. Alright, sideboarding. That was probably way too easy, and now we're probably going to be facing Blood Moons and everything. Baloth could be good, depending on whether or not they're playing things like Liliana of the Veil. I think they probably are, so I'm going to bring in the Baloth. Explosives doesn't seem that great. It seems kind of alright, but I'm not super excited about it. Dismember could be good against their channelers, but not really against Egon. That said, we do have Bog and Tormod's Crypt against Egon, so maybe that's fine. I kind of want Dismembers, but I also kind of don't. I'm going to lean on the side of don't. We'll trim some Grazers, maybe all the Grazers. They're really bad against discard. And just submit it like this. Do we want to trim a Summoner's Pact? I don't think so. Alright, let's just run it this way. Maybe we should be bringing in explosives. I'll make that change really fast. Lightning fast here on the draw. With a hand that has a basic land, so... And a turn 3 Karn if we hit a land drop. So I think we keep it. It's a little slow, but hopefully we can deal with a little slow. And Karn is pretty good against the Blood Moons of the world. Thoughtseize to probably take our Karn. Bye, Karn. There he goes. Leading on Valakut. Passing it back. Definitely casting Explorer. I guess we might as well play Telaria West. Pass it back. Let's see the Blood Moon. Oh, they're tapping mana. No Blood Moon. They probably take Explorer. That's my big brain prediction here. We can actually haste... Oh, they take Azusa. I was going to say, if they take the Explorer, we can play Azusa and haste Azusa off of our Hanweir here for the 1 point of damage. Or we can do that to a Dryad. Or we can play Dryad and Explore. Which is kind of interesting. I guess that way we get a guaranteed Valakut trigger out of the Dryad, but to be honest, I think we don't want to expose a potential Titan top deck to our opponent's discard spells. That might be kind of dumb, though. We can also find a bounce land that'll let us transmute Telaria West pretty soon. I don't know. I guess it's probably better to forego the 2 points of damage just to make absolutely for certain that we are getting our value out of our Explorer and our Dryad here. There's a Growth Chamber. Yeah, I'll just play the field here. Upstairs. Always yes, always yield. Pass it back. All right. Seasoned Pyromancer. That will not beat what we have going on currently. Unfortunately, we're a land away from triggering Field of the Dead. Titan top deck just wins. See, what did they discard? Blackleaf Cliffs and Seasoned Pyromancer. Wilt. So if we cycle Wilt, there's no way that we can find a Titan and be able to play it. In fact, Wilt lets us play around a potential Blood Moon from our opponent, so I think it's probably correct to keep the Wilt in hand here and just use Valcut triggers to kind of clean up the board. We could point the Valcut triggers at them, but I think it's fine to get the creatures out of play so that we don't lose our Dryad to like a Bolt or something if we wanted to attack with it. This could be wrong, but I guess we also could have transmuted Tolari West this turn. But then we expose our pact to a discard spell, and I don't know. And we lose our bounce land to go along with this Dryad Valcut thing we got going, so I don't know about all that. Wilt? Come on. Okay, another Seasoned Pyromancer is fine. Discarding a Braid and Mountain. Alright. Land. Okay. No way to know for sure if they have found an answer to our Dryad. Well, this is going to let us transmute our Tolari West and keep access to bounce land here, so that's pretty good for us. I think now I don't care about my opponent's board and I want to just start pointing all my triggers at their face. So that's what I'm going to go for. I don't think there's anything really that punishes us for this line, so just go ahead and use a land drop out here. And I am going to transmute for the Summoner's Pact. It does expose it to some potential discard, but if we transmute for something like a Vesuva to copy Valcut for guaranteed lethal with our Dryad, then we could get got by a removal spell on our Dryad and leaving us with basically nothing, so might be cycling Wilt during this end step, not sure. Alright, well, we win the match. Let's see what we would have drawn. Cavern of Souls. Rot Farm. Okay, well, we didn't have Titan coming anytime soon, but I guess our opponent just couldn't answer the Dryad, so anyways, currently 2-1 with this list. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Let me know if you thought that the Tormod's Crypt was a dirty play. Let me know if you enjoyed the match, because obviously I did. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next match. This is Red Face Menace, signing off.